One of the big pieces I want people to take away from this podcast is making sure that American people realize who our enemy is versus the enemy of the elites, because they're not the same thing. Since World War II, the taxpayers and the veterans and the military personnel has been boots on the ground and funding the wars around the world that only benefit the elites, that have no benefit to the people of America. Patrice Lumumba isn't my enemy. Thomas Sankara isn't my enemy. Hugo Chavez isn't my enemy. Che Guevara isn't my enemy. Manuel Noriega isn't my enemy. Nicolas Maduro isn't my enemy. Saddam Hussein.
You sure Saddam not the enemy? Because I feel like he's the enemy.
I'm glad you said that, because that is the main story that most people know about. We invaded Iraq in 2003. Spent billions of dollars over there. 10 plus years boots on the ground with our soldiers. We have soldiers that have gotten hurt. We have soldiers that have lost their lives based off the war in Iraq. I'm not asking you, but in general, name me one tangible benefit the American people has gotten from the war in Iraq. Put the bill for the war and boots on the ground for the war. Name a tangible benefit. There is none. Only a small amount of people has benefited from all the world destruction that we've been doing. If what we're doing to other countries, another leader was doing to their own country, we'd be using that as justification for going in and removing them as leaders. When we're talking about the stranglehold that we put on other countries' resources, when we talk about what ICE is doing on our own streets, and we be calling that person a dictator, we be wanting to remove them from power. And we want to talk about the gods of a two-party system. We don't have a two-party system. We have a uni-party system, because they both favor the elites. They both do not represent the interests of the people. They have us so caught up in social issues, while when it comes to world politics, that there's always a 100% backing for anything that we do. For example, a few years ago, there was a vote in Congress that caused a lot of controversy, where there were veterans who were burn victims. If the American people were still going to be paying the health expenses for these burn victims of veterans. And people were going back and forth about that. Why are we going back and forth about that? But when it comes to increasing our defense budget every year, nobody asks where that money's coming from. Right. Even though they never pass an audit, it's always bipartisan. But they want to filibuster when it comes to social issues that help people in America.